Okay, so Prince Harry's come out fighting to defend himself against the use of the private jets that himself and Meghan Markle have been using. And let's have a look how the Australians have been covering it. And I'll do some commentary as we go along. Here we go.
Prince Harry has defended his use of private jets during the launch of his new sustainable travel initiative in Amsterdam. The Duke of Sussex has been accused of being a hypocrite, but he says private flights are sometimes necessary to ensure his family's safety.
Prince Harry is no stranger to a conservation conference, but this time he found himself in front of a crowd not only defending the environment, but also his reputation.
We could all do better. And while no one is perfect, we all have a responsibility for our own individual impact.
At the launch of a sustainability initiative in Amsterdam overnight, the royal took the occasion to take a stand on what's become a growing campaign against him, targeting his actions. Labelled a hypocrite in the past few weeks because of scenes like this. Harry and Meghan spotted again and again, skipping the check-in counter, flying on private jets. 4 executive plane trips in just 11 days last month, using 20 times more carbon per person than if they'd decided to fly commercial. From Prince Harry overnight, an explanation of sorts.
I came here by commercial. I spend 99% of my life travelling the world by commercial. Occasionally there needs to be an opportunity based on a unique circumstance to ensure that my family are safe. And it's generally as simple as that.
But he says when he does fly privately, he puts money into schemes which offset the carbon dioxide emissions.
For me, what it is about balance.
With the Sussexes embarking on a trip to Africa later this month on their first tour as a family of 3, it's expected their method of transport will be closely watched. For now, though, no word yet on how they'll be getting there. Christian Gapset, 7 News.
Okay, so here's my take. They're not going to. I think it's ridiculous to have the same standards for Prince Harry and Meghan as the rest of us, because they're celebrities. Let's face it, they're celebrities. They're not going to. It's not, as he said, it's not safe for him to be him and Meghan to be flying commercial, because it just cause chaos. Seriously, imagine if Meghan and Harry jumped on my plane to Bali one day. It just caused chaos. So I see where he's coming from, and probably when he's flying alone, he's going to these events, he's using commercial, probably right at the pointy end of the plane, but still commercial. But for getaways and that sort of thing, he's not going to be flying commercial. Seriously, it's just a silly thing to expect from him. But rightly so. If they're doing like these environmental causes, everyone's going to pull him up on it. So he can't win. He can't win. He seriously can't win here. So that's my take on it. And what else was I going to talk about? So the trip to Africa, that's going to be interesting. I'll have to look into that a bit more. But it's going to be interesting how they're going to get around Africa. But I doubt they're going to go by bike or something, are they? It's a vast country. They're going to be taking private flights everywhere, I'd say, there. So anyway, I just feel sorry for them sometimes when they get pulled aside and reprimanded for using private jets. And as I said, I know when he took a private jet with Meghan using Elton John's private jet, Elton actually donated to, I think it's called Carbon Neutral, a charity that I think they plant trees and everything to offset the carbon emissions that you expended during your flight. So it's sort of it's like a ethical way of doing things. But you get criticised for that too, because only the rich can afford to do that. I don't know how many thousands of dollars they would have had to donate to offset the carbon emissions. It would have been quite a bit. So anyway, guys, hope you like that one. I've been going through some old footage, old royal footage, so I might start putting that up as well, because I've been going through my hard drive. A lot of the files I had just weren't labelled, and so I'm sort of discovering lots of files that I've recorded many years ago that of the royals that I've never been got around to sorting through and editing. So I'll probably start putting those up soon. So look for the title like Retro Royal News or something like that. I'll probably label them, and I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.